come right out and say it. Not only is bounce back culture incredibly toxic because it puts such unrealistic expectations on women, you continue to look backwards at a life, at a person that is no longer with us. The more of a chokehold it will have over you, the harder it will be to move forward. Let's get ready and talk bounce back culture. Ooh, new flavor. But what Winter Wonderland, what is that flavor? Babe, that is way better than the pumpkin flavor. Witch's Brew, delish. Pumpkin flavor or pre-pregnancy identity has you tethered. I'll not let you go until you realize that she does not exist anymore. She is not with us, and I'm not saying this to be harsh. Honestly saying it because I wish someone told me this when I was in the trenches of postpartum for over a year. Before and after, babe. Looks like fresh dew. I wanted my old self back so badly, desperately. I wanted her habits, I wanted her routines, I wanted her discipline. Everything that my past self was, I would give a kidney to get it back. Trying to mimic the exact activities and the exact routines that I had pre-children was not only setting me up to fail, but I was failing over and over and over again. It set me into a spiral of shaming myself and hating myself because I wasn't her. And not only was I not her, I had nothing similar of the same life. Nothing. I was now a mom. I was not a childless person who was only responsible for herself. That just wasn't who I was. My sleep patterns, eating habits, everything. I'd just gone through an extremely traumatic experience through my pregnancy, and here I am putting such expectations on myself that were so unrealistic. I want that for you. I do not want you to hate yourself. I do not want you to shame yourself. I want you to be confident and to be strong. Stop worrying about bouncing back if that is on your mind or getting your old body back. I want you to start looking forward. It is okay to grieve. I still grieve about that person that I used to be. The freedom that she had is overwhelming. Being a parent is overwhelming, and that's okay. Please know, okay to grieve because you do lose part of yourself, but that is okay because we can build out who we want to be instead of living our life through the lens of our pre-baby self or 1 kid to 2 kids, whatever stage you're at. Instead of living through that lens, we're going to live through the lens of our future self. You're going to break out of those chains and start looking out the windshield. The reason why we're doing this is because your future self still has to balance school. She still has to balance sports, the budget, spirit days, domestic, emotional, mental labor. So we want to start living through her eyes. And I'm a millennial still. What are her actions? Like, what are her habits? What is her discipline? What is her dedication look like? What does her morning routine look like? All that kind of stuff, start building it out, babe. Once you start acting like that person, once you start adopting their habits, once you are them first, do the aligned action, then you get to have that life that you're looking for, that you're craving. Lost after becoming pregnant and becoming a mom, suffering from massive identity death. I was the unhealthiest mentally and physically I had ever been. Changed my mindset and started operating from the lens of my future self instead of the past self who I barely shared any similarities of the same life with. My life changed. Losing 60, 70 pounds. I became a full-time content creator. A lot of doors started opening up when I changed my perspective from looking backwards to looking forwards. And that's what I want for you. Bounce back culture is bullshit. It's hot garbage. All I want for you, I want you to be confident. I want you to be strong. I want you to be whatever you want to be. I want you to become the version of yourself, the best version of yourself. So how are we going to do that? We are now moving through the day through the lens of our future self, and we are no longer looking in the rear view. It's time to go rock them glutes.